Hello, hi there. My name is Helen Gutia and welcome to my channel. Please subscribe to help my channel to grow. Give it a like and comment down below and share it with your friends. So today's video, I'm going to share with you 10 bad money habits that I've either been practicing or while I was doing my research, these habits that kept on coming up. And so I thought for me to be conscious in the future, let me share the bad habits with you. Why I've decided to share with you these 10 bad money habits is because a few days ago I lost money within minutes, I would say. And when I was left alone after the incident, I thought, how quickly have I lost that money? If only I was conscious that this is hard-earned money, and so I need to have some strategy on how to use my money. If only I had that in mind, maybe I could not have lost that money quickly. So a salesman passed near home, and he came with the narrative that he was selling toothpaste, and he came with the narrative that is a promotion that he's learning, and so if you win something from the promotion, you give him 500 for the so that you exchange the 500 with the prize that you'll be winning. The prizes were quite there were quite some incentives, and so with the incentives there is no way I could let the opportunity to slip away. So the rules of the promotion were, he'll give you a toothpaste and there is a seal. The toothpaste is sealed. If you decide to participate in the promotion, then you open the seal and see whether you have won something. And if you don't win anything, he'll just give you the toothpaste for free. But if you win any prize that is under the seal, for you to receive the prize, then you have to give him 500. And so I thought, maybe I won't even be that lucky to get the prize, and I'll have gotten the toothpaste. So I participated, and the rules of the game were, if I open the seal, I'll have to give him 500. If under the seal there will be written something, and the prizes were, there was a phone, there was a credit worth 2,000 shillings. There was a coffee maker, there was an extension, there was even a matchbox. Yeah, there and such prizes. And so at the mention of the phone, I thought today is my lucky day, so I'll win that phone. And so without even thinking, I opened the first seal. And remember, if you open the seal and you get that there is something that you have won, you have to give him 500. After opening the seal, I found that I had won a coffee maker. You guys know what a coffee maker is. And so I was like, even if it's a coffee maker, if I give just 500 to get a coffee maker, it's worth it because I can even resell it for some money. Little did I know what a coffee maker was. A coffee maker was a water heater. That's what he gave me. A water heater. This is what I received. And so I was like, okay, not so bad, but I have to give him the 500. Then I was with a relative, and so the relative also joined in and said, I'm also feeling lucky, so why not open another seal? And so he opened, and he won an extension. Yeah. And so within minutes, that guy received 1,000, because it was the rules of the game. If you open anything, you win. Even if I opened a matchbox, I had to give him 500. And so I gave him 1,000 shillings for the coffee maker, the water heater, and an extension. let me tell you, the guilt I got after after he left is one which I don't know whether I'll get the nerve to forgive myself, because I was like, okay, now you have a water heater, you have an extension. Is those things worth even 1,000? Honestly saying, if you just want to buy those things, maybe both of them you can get them at 500, both of them. And here I have given out 1,000, my 1,000 hard earned money. And did I really need these two things? Did I really need them? No, I didn't. But yet 1,000 had just gone just like that. And so that day I was so guilty. I felt like if I could literally beat myself, I could. And so that's when I decided, now today is enough is enough. I'm going to be more conscious of how I'm using my money. I don't want to lose that money. I even at some point I thought, how what will I do if I get to meet that guy somewhere else doing the same promotion. If he ever passes near home, I don't think he'll be welcome. I'll just tell him, no, I don't want your promotion, just to go. And so that's the inspiration. That's why I've decided to do this video. I want to be more conscious in the future about how I spend my money, because sometimes this money is very, you really hustle to get that 1,000, but I don't know why or what happened to money when we work so hard to get the money, but when we come to just giving it out, just using it, just spending it, it is so fast. You can use a month to make your salary. You can use a month to make your money, but then you can only use 1 week to spend all that money that you've been laboring for a whole month. And so in the future, I don't want to just lose money like that. Within minutes, I can't even stop thinking how that guy was like when he left our home. It was like, wow, that was my lucky day. How did I have earned 1,000 in quite a very easy way. But then it's life, we have to go on. And so as I go on with life, I want to be more conscious about money, bad money habits, so that I avoid them at any cost. And so getting into the video, I'll share the 10 habits, 10 bad money habits that I need to avoid, that I need to break if I'm already practicing, so that to save my money, so that to make sure that as the money comes in, every coin is I'm accounting for each coin. So my bad money habit number 1 is get rich mentality, the get rich quick mentality. I'm a young person, and so I'm seeing in the social media people driving big cars, wearing those nice clothes, and you just want to get there by morning. You just want to start driving as them. You just want to live that lifestyle. And so you end up doing or getting into those get rich schemes, that you want to just make money as quick as possible. You're not trusting the process. And so, but what you don't realize is, when you are getting to these get rich schemes, is money you are spending. Some rich scheme will tell you, spend this money to get this money. Like currently in our country, these vernacular radio stations, they are really advocating for, I saw in a post where someone wrote that the vernacular radio stations are making our parents poor, because they are advertising these get rich promotions. Send 100 so that you can win 100,000. But what you don't realize is you will have sent so many hundreds so that to get to that 100,000, and maybe you don't even end up getting the money. You are told, do this, send 1,000 so that you get 20,000. This get rich mentality if you have one, and I'm really advocating I'm really sending this to the youths, because most often than not we usually like getting rich quickly, starting to live that lifestyle other people are living, and so you just want to make that money quick. What you don't realize is you are using money to get that money, and what happens is most often than not you usually lose that money. And so if only you just concentrated on your genuine money and just decide, I'll have to protect this money so that I make my money, my genuine money, more. Maybe you start saving, you find somewhere genuine to invest in, then step by step you get to keep your money, you get to multiply your money, but not with the get rich quick schemes. So I've been a victim of this, just wanting to get rich within a minute, and I think that was also the motivation why I fell victim for the toothpaste, because I just wanted to win the phone. What I didn't consider is that I can also win a matchbox and I'll have lost my 500. So that is a bad money habit, because we need to trust the process, we need to take it step by step to get there. Habit number 2 is making emotional purchases just because you're hungry. You justify yourself that I'll be spending my money, I need to eat, I'm hungry. So you just go and purchase anything because you're having a reason to justify yourself. I'm angry, I'm not in a good mood, I'm very happy today. Those emotional purchases, you impulse buying, just you're using, making excuse of your emotions to spend that money and not planning for it. So you end up spending more money, you end up spending very much money which in real sense you could not have spent. So plan for your money so that to make sure that you're not falling victim of such. Don't justify yourself that I need to spend this money just because you're hungry. Maybe even you in your house there's something you can cook quickly, but because you just want a reason to spend, you end up losing your money. So that is a bad money habit. Well, if you're justifying yourself that I'll do this because I'm angry because of whatever mood you are in, you don't you spend your money because you need it. You have a justification, a good justification of why you really need to spend the money. Habit number 3 is putting off small costs only to suffer large costs in the future. For this money habit, I'll give an example of the NHIF. You are advised to pay just 500 per month, so per month, and 6,000 in a year, and whenever you need to visit the hospital, it will be covered for you. So maybe whenever you need to go to the hospital, it's not only 6,000 you'll be needing even more money. But then you put off to just pay for that NHIF. You postpone paying for that NHIF. So what will end up happening, you'll use more cash, more money in the future, which you could have actually avoided. So for any reason, for what are those small costs, small monthly costs that you are avoiding right now, and maybe they'll make you suffer huge amount of cash in the future. So don't put off those small costs only to suffer huge costs in the future. Invest in those small costs. Don't put them off, so that you save, you'll end up saving. Like for the NHIF, if you end up having a hospital bill of 20,000 and it's covered for you by the NHIF, you'll have saved yourself 14,000. So don't put off small cost at the expense of huge cost in the future. Habit number 4 is not paying yourself first. What happens when we get that salary? We just start with paying others. You pay rent, you pay water, you pay electricity, you pay someone you owed some money, you even go on paying someone for some shoes, you pay someone to make that hair, you are just paying others and you're not paying yourself. And yet, unfortunately, you're the one who worked for the money. So that's a bad money habit. Pay yourself first. Whenever you get that money, say, I'm putting some amount aside for saving. I'm putting some amount aside to invest. Pay yourself first. Then then use the rest of the money to pay others. Because if you pay the other people first, you'll end up not have anything left to pay yourself. Because if you buy that clothes, you'll have given somebody else some cash. But if maybe you could have saved first, maybe you could still buy that clothes but at a lower cost, but still have the two. You have paid yourself and you still have got that clothes. So pay yourself first, then pay others. Pay that rent, pay that electricity bill, but that will come after you have paid yourself. That is something I want to be more conscious in the future, that whenever I get that salary, I want to pay myself first. I want to put some money aside for my investments. I want to put some money aside for some savings. I'll be paying myself first because I'm the one who have worked so hard to make that money. Habit number 4 is keeping up with friends that are having a better taste than you, or trying to keep up with those people you see on the social media, influence by those people. You want to keep up with a celebrity you love, you want to keep up with a friend, and yet you are not making the same amount of money. You see your most favorite celebrity with a new hairstyle, and you want to get the same hairstyle, yet you don't know how much he's making, so that he is able to make that adjustment with their finances, so that to make that hair. So just live your own authentic life. Don't compare yourself with others. You have your own budget yourself. Say, this month I'll not make my hair because I don't have enough money to make my hair and still pay the rent. Just leave yourself. Don't pressure yourself. Yeah, it's good to follow those people on social media. It's good to be with friends, but be the authentic you. Show them. Don't follow them. Don't do whatever they are doing just because they have told you, let's go hang out somewhere. You don't have to go just because they have told you, and yet you know your bank account would allow that. You don't have to start getting into debts just to keep up with your favorite celebrity. That celebrity maybe don't even have a clue that you exist, and yet you're doing so much to keep up with the celeb. So just live your life with your own budget and just agree, that is where I am, but I want to get somewhere, and by getting that somewhere is by paying yourself first, saving, investing, so that you'll be able to make that to improve your lifestyle in the future. So just don't be influenced by what others are doing. That will, if you get to be influenced by what other people are doing, that will be a bad money habit, because you'll suffer. You'll end up being in debt, and you'll be in debt alone. So bad money habit number 6 is having disorganized finances. What I mean by that is having you don't know where your money is coming from, and you also don't know where your money is going. You're just there spending money. I need to pay this, I need to do this, but you're not really tracking or organizing your finances. Because when you get to organize your finances, that is when you'll even get to know, wow, my finances I've really been spending this amount of money on something I really don't need. So when you have organized finances, that is when you start realizing, uh, this is something I can cut down on, and this is something I can do this better to improve my finances. If you have organized finances, you'll be able to better manage your money. And so organize your finances, know where this money is coming from, and know where is that money, because you are getting your salary at the end of the month, but yet 1 week into the next month you don't have any cash left. Then you need to really look into your finances and see what happened. I went to parties. Did I really need to go to that parties? Maybe I was influenced by friends. So keep track of your finances. So having disorganized finances is a bad money habit. Organize